Everybody, welcome back. Thaumaturge with me, Sid, and that creaking was me just shuffling around on my chair, if you heard that. So, since last episode, what have we done? Done a bit of research. I have got now Thaumium 1 caps researched. Yeah, you've never seen so much potential in your life. We have the research note ready for crafting scepters. We're not going to go down that route. And we have also unlocked the Silverwood 1 core. Anything else? I can't remember. All of that we had, I think, previously. Don't think there's anything new there. Nope, that's probably about it. So, the last episode, we left ourselves off with this setup. Wanting to do the 1 core of, where are we? The elemental 1 core, blah blah. Which apparently will store more stuff, which will allow us to make the Silverwood 1 core. Yay! So the last thing we need for that is 12 aqua, 6 gellum, and 6 potentia. Now, we could faff around doing all sorts of wonderful things in here, making this, you know, very simple. Now, potentia is great, is simple. We need 6, so let me run 2, 4, 6, 8 through. There's a chance that 8% failure rate, so we should be able to see where. Well, you can see there's some flux coming out there, and we can't really see very well what's in that at the moment, can we? You can't see what's going on in there at all. Now, there's clearly stuff in there because we did something. So probably what we need to do before anything to make our lives a little bit easier is sort out this research note here, which should be the goggles of revealing. We probably also need to put a decent ink supply, so sensors to potentia and aurum. Aurum goes to air, so we can take air and air out of there. If we do that, let's try air and air. Right, air and fire or auto and fire. Auto and ignis makes potentia. That's not going to help me, is it? Well, I don't know why I did that. We need to get air and something. Air and auto will make us motors, and that with auto will connect up. Yeah. Don't know why I made potentia. I've just been doing far too much potentia making, I'm guessing. That will open up the arcane ear and the thaumic. Ugh. No idea what that is. That's new. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So this is pretty much the same recipe. Need a couple of those. Gold, glass. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we, as usual, we also need to keep hold of that, the existing one. A couple of glass, gold, a couple of shards. What we got lots of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need 2 more gold, and then we are going to need some leather, 4 of, I think, and that should be it, I believe. 1, 2, oops, 1 and 2, so you go in like that, gold and that. At least the recipes haven't changed. Let me just dump you back in there for now, and we'll pop you on, and we should now be able to look in there, and we've got 5. Now we needed 6, didn't we? I think. So this is the first and super interesting problem. We needed 6 and 6 and 12. So we need to stick in another redstone. 6 and 7. Take our Thauwater jars, there's potentia, we've got 7 of that, and that's that one done. Now gellum, we need 6. Let's put you away and go in here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's a pretty good chance that we're going to lose some of that. Just watch for the taint particles, really, or the flux particles, whichever. I'm never sure whether you call it taint or flux or warp. It's confusing having three things which are bad and related, which have the same name. Okay, so that's 6 and 6 we've got there. The last thing we needed was aqua. Now, water bottles were a potential source of aqua, wasn't that? Was one thing. Let's have a quick peek just to see if there's anything better than that we've got easy access to than the sugar canes that we're currently playing. Obviously, there's the shards. I don't want to go down that route really. Cactus and water lily. Cactus, water lily, fish. Could do fish. What have we got? Let's see if we've got any. Have I got any cactus? Don't look that way. It is also night time, so we should probably sleep. Let me go and grab a few items from around the landscape and see if we can't find a better source. Again, I don't really want to end up with vast quantities of jars of random and mainly useless essential. Hello. Whee. We're not bothered about fighting them today. But we are bothered about finding some cactus and finding out. Oh, hey, hello, creeper. Yeah, he's given up. He knows when he's outmatched. Olympic sprinter when it comes to creepers, I am. So yeah, oh, we can actually see the nodes now as well. That's nice. Whee, what are you? Oh, you're aqua. I can tell you aqua. 48. So why the hell did I have to go all that way to find aqua shards? You damn thing. Okay. Let me not get carried away with that. Let's have a look at you. Now, what are you? You are one. You're not much better than sugar cane. The water lily. That's probably going to be more trouble to find. If we have to go over to the swamp, is almost certainly the best place to go and grab water lily. And I don't really want to go that far for that. So let's knock Lily on the head. Not Lily personally. I don't know anybody called Lily, nor have I got anything against anybody called Lily. So let's have a look. What else are we? Anything? See, what would be really useful is if we could somehow sort that or screen it down. You got sponge, you got that, you got prismarine. Yeah, that's not happening. Fish and fishing rod. Have I got any string? Let's just see whether fish are a viable solution, and if not, we can always go with the sugar cane. It's not the end of the world. I just want to try and find a reasonable source. Buckets of water would be one, but you get metallum in them, so you know, and I don't really want to go cooking up iron for the hell of it, because that kind of defeats the objective really a bit as well. So yeah, let me have a little play and I'll be back. Alright, I have actually done the infusion. It failed. This minor instability infusion zapped the balance shard, and I had to break the altar and stop the infusion. So we've unfortunately my recording failed, just for good measure. So we're starting over again. We've now got aqua gel and potentia. We've got exactly the right amount of that, so except for the aqua, which we've got slightly more than we need. So we've got those. We've got the ice to go in the middle. Bob-on. We have got a water shard to go here. We've got a balance. We've got a balance shard. Actually, what I would like to do, I'd like to take you off. We've got a water shard to go here and a balance shard to go here, and we've got a wand. in the event of things getting zapped off this time, we've got spares. In theory, if we're fast enough. It might zap me a little bit. In fact, I'd prefer it to zap me a little bit. Eat it, eat it. And the other side. And that one worked. Brilliant. Perfect. Icy Rod. That's an unfortunate name, but there we go. We'll pick those up. We'll take those away. So that should give us the wherewithal to start looking at the bigger and better wand. But I'm going to go with gold caps on this one. There's no point doing the thaumium, or at least I don't think there's any point doing the thaumium on that, because, well, I don't. It's as simple as. Can we use those? Will you play ball? No, you won't. Thought then they don't, or dictionary across, so damn it, I'd have to smelt them. I'm not going to waste my time and effort on that. I'll grab those 8, and I suppose I could do 2 of those. That'll save a ingot, won't it? At the cost of a bit of coal. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Oh, that's the Vitium. That's a trappy one that we maybe want for something later. So yeah, this will get us somewhat closer, but we probably need to start thinking a little bit about right, grab you, and then bop bop. How are you? You have got a reasonable amount. We've got a capacity of 375. Get in my inventory, you beauty. Okay, so that is charging up pretty quick. That's good. We've got 94% cost, and it will allow us to do some of the more expensive things. And it's actually cool. Oh wow, it's transparent as well. That is pretty cool. So we need to think about stabilizing this, because clearly, well, we need to think about stabilizing it, but we also need to think about stabilizing it in a way that we can actually sustain. We don't have access to easy mob grinding right now, so yeah, that's not happening. Oh, heads. Shards we could farm, and we could use shards to do that, because there is, if we go into our research, and we probably do want to get this one going. These, we need to do a basic infusion. There's negligible instability. Now, let me just point out that the first thing I did, this was minor, and it fell over. So I'm inclined to think that the instability is a little bit higher than it used to be. And we need to do Salis Mundis, a shard, and a seed. Now, the shard that we had the most difficulty finding was Ignite. Oh, it was probably either of those, actually. But, I honestly don't know what the best solution is, you know. Whether we're better off trying to get rotten flesh, and we can turn that into tallow, which can turn into candles, or what. Or maybe we should be looking to start off here. Now we've got negligible instability, a little bit of motus, a little bit of voltus, some enchanted fabric, some air shards, a fish, which we've now got, and a feather, and some leather boots. Get us some boots. I think that's where we're going to go next. So let me sleep, grab the stuff that we need to do to pull that infusion together, and I will be... Okay, I'm just pulling together the essentials. I've managed, I think, to get everything together we need. I've got the enchanted fabric. That was fairly straightforward. Got the air shards, got feathers. Had to go and kill a whole load of chickens for those. I have now got the motus, which we did with trapdoors, but I'm struggling with this system of 20% loss, which at best, if we do the thaumium one, we can up to there we go, that's it, finally. I'm not sure I like it. I'll be brutally honest. There we go, Voltus, Voltus and motors. There's some air. We got lots of herba from doing the trapdoors, which is not a problem because I think we can use that on the lamp of growth, unless that's changed since the last time we did it. But we should. Are we almost there? Yes, we are almost there. I think we've got pretty much. So we've got the volters and the motors. Let me check. Oh, sleep, check. I don't want to be doing faffing around up there with monsters about. So 25 and 25. Two of those, a fish and a feather, and boots. Fish, feather, 2 of those, that's 4 of those, boots, and just bare enchanted fabric. Providing nothing goes horrendously wrong. Oh, hello. Hi. Ow. How dare you, sir, shoot me in my own lagoon. Yeah, anyway, what was I doing? I was going to check around myself. I can't help feeling that there's a creeper or something just waiting. There's something unpleasant. I can feel it. I feel it in my water. There's a witch and a zombie. Oh, angry zombie. Might go and get him actually. Come on. Come on, Mr. Zombie. Why you have to be mad, huh? Why you have to be angry? Come on. Oh, okay, fine. I am going to grab that. You can stay there, Winnie the Witch, because I'm not in the mood for tangling with you, but yeah, that is handy. Did I bring a wand? I did. The flux in the area is up a little bit around the area. It will distribute out a little, but I'm just actually, what the hell is that? Am I seeing some taint over there? I'm just looking on the mini-map, and I am positive I am seeing some purple up there. Well, surely that's not me. That is purple. That is taint. Oh, that is not good. Especially, yeah, not this early on anyway. I'm sure that's not taint I've created. Oh, God. Find me a way up. I'm sure that's not taint I've created. It is definitely taint, though. Oh, man. Well, we can't hang around here forever, then. But I suppose we should go and check it out. Oh, that sound. It is probably one of the most disgusting sounds. I've just gained some practical knowledge of Vitium. Yay! Go me. I don't want to particularly get... Ugh. Not seeing any taint swarms up here, but we're going to have to be aware that this... Oh, yeah, we don't want to play with those. Okay, run away. Discretion, as they say, is a better part of valor. We are probably going to have to run away from this area before long. We don't want to be out. We don't want to be hanging around that for too long. Oh well, let's see how Taint works in the new version, I suppose. Right, let's try and get back to what we were going to do, which was make myself some sweet boots. one of the best things in the game. Oh well, one of them. Actually, Thaumcraft has got so many good things in it. Then you very rarely have that. You know that, oh, this is the best item in the game kind of thing. So there's our Voltus. And there is our Motus. Good. And then we have got in the middle, we got our leather booties. which will go there. And then this is an even, so we're going to have air shard and fabric. Again, I don't think this really matters, but fabric and air shard, as long as they are balanced. And then we'll have air shard and feather, so we'll do air shard there and a feather there. And finally fabric and fish. Fabric there and fish will go there. All things being equal, now what I could really need to do is get as much of this on the hotbar. If anything gets zapped off, I need to be ready to unzap it. And come on. Don't you dare zap my things. Ow. Ooh, that packs a punch, doesn't it? That's 4. Okay, still zap it. The instability does seem somewhat higher than Thaumcraft 4. It has to be said. I get the feeling that the stability has been cranked up somewhat. Yay! And well, there's not a lot of flux in the air, but there we go. The best, probably some of the best boots in the game. Yeah. So we've got Flux as a neighbour, or Taint as a neighbour, or whatever you want to call it. Taint, I suppose, is its correct name. Right over there, we've got a nice big blob of purple. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. So with that in mind, and with the fact that we are progressing somewhat, and if we take these off and do, well, we can't learn anything from them. Okay, what about you? Can we learn anything from you? No. Okay, fine. Armed with that knowledge, what have we? We've not unlocked that. I wonder what we need to get to unlock those. Now we've got the arcane lamp. This is potentially useful later down the line, and the lamp of growth, I think, will use the herba that we've been generating, so that's not a problem. Do we want to go with the tools now, or that's the question? Where do we go next with this stuff? And where do we go next physically in the world, I suppose, is the other question. Let's just have a quick peek at our journey map here, because this has only just formed. This wasn't here. I'm fairly certain it wasn't there. I mean, it's a very square lump there. I don't know what's going on there either. So we do need to be aware of that. Now the question is, do we want to move sooner rather than later? And if we do want to move, where do we want to move to? Do we want to move into an enchanted forest with all of its handy dandy silverwood trees and pure nodes keeping Taint under control? Is that an option? Is that a village? Oh, hello. I think there might, well, that's actually big. There's something up there which deserves investigation at some point. Or do we want to go for hills? Or do we want to explore out further? You know, these are questions I'm not sure about, and how much I want to actually end up building in this series, because that's another question to which we need we could do with some answers. I want to go and see what that building is, because it's going to bug me otherwise. So we're going to go and have a look because we can. Now if we head, let's have a look. We want to head, where are we? We're here. We need to get over to here. So we're going to head right up there, past the swamp. There's a guardian at that obelisk, so we'll skirt it. But yeah, with these boots and this horse, our mobility is going to be pretty good. We've got a good wand now, a reasonable wand, ready to get the next good wand. I think what we need to do is improve our essentia processing and distillation. That's will be useful. And decide what we're going to do in terms of living arrangements. As I say, we don't really want to have that taint on our doorstep. Oh, hey, slow down there, Bobo. And it's, yeah, that's a fun question, as I say. Hey, come on, get up there. Come on. Right. Yeah, we'll get off here. We'll quickly lay down this, sleep, and then we can carry on and look at this building. I'm just curious as to what it is, to be honest. I mean, you know me and curious. It's a shiny thing. That's the problem. It is a shiny thing. So if we kind of head this way, like that, over here. Yeah. Okay. It's nice being able to see the nodes actually as well. Now, even though they have a kind of a different function in this version of Thaumcraft. I mean, you know, they have been able to come up and see this pure node of 47. It's kind of nice. Yeah, where are we going? So I think probably the next thing we need to look at, as I say, is going to be looking at the tools. I think will be very useful to us. It would be nice to get some decent armor, other than these boots and these goggles, because they're not really going to hack it, are they? As a whoa thing. You just love to find that in the in Thaumcraft lore. Decent. It's always, for me in Thaumcraft, it's always the auto nodes which are the bottleneck. So yeah, that would be right. Where are we? We are here. We want to get down there. I really do not fancy. Oh, boom, have I got a shovel? I have. Put you into the shovel hole. I really do not fancy taking a horse through the woods. So we'll pop you in a hole, and we'll go on foot. Now we've got super duper on foot stuff. Just oh hey, steady on. The only thing is, we're probably a little bit faster than I'm used to now. Yeah. So let me know what you think about A, where we should live, and B, how much emphasis on building we should have in this mini series of, you know, exploring Thaumcraft. Because as I say, this is primarily to go through Thaumcraft 5 in semi-isolation, as we said right at the start. So what can we do with Thaumcraft 5? Where are our limitations with Thaumcraft 5? How does the gameplay, you know, because I'm finding the FPS and stuff is absolutely really nice. It's, you know, you get a few areas of lag, not many, but you get the odd one. Usually when you're generating terrain, I think, but that's kind of always been the case, and to a degree the norm. Yeah, I heard you. I don't see where you are, but I heard you. Oh, hello, bunny. Yeah, so how much building, how much emphasis on building should we give, or do we just go for a fairly basic build that allows us? Yeah, there's definitely that's down there, but it's not a village; it's a single building. Hello, what are you? What they? Oh, what? Well, this has got to be roguelike, hasn't it? It can't be anything else. Oh yeah, that is a definite roguelike. Oh, it's nice. It's a nice roguelike. It's very comfy. Statistics from Greymerk. Architect's resources. Blah blah blah. Mobs. That if tell you what, mob spawn is 138, TNT 98. That doesn't inspire confidence, does it? Projectile or unbreaking. Projectile or go with that. I think we'll borrow them. Yeah, we've got pants. We got some pants, and we'll definitely take the iron sword. We haven't. I'm not sure whether we've got carrots or not. We'll have the bread, and we'll have the string's not a problem actually. So yeah, it's a new roguelike structure. I'm not going to go and do it because obviously that would be more than a little bit insane, but it's definitely worthwhile coming down and having a little peek. Okay. Oh Jesus, yeah. Bit of some crystals going on there. Cake room there. I think this is definitely not something I want to be playing with right now. Call me a coward, because I am. But yeah, let's head back and head back to the horse actually, because I need to go and find that for starters. We'll head back and we shall probably call it an episode at that, and then look at where we go next. There's a lot of things to play with. I'll check how long we've been recording as well, because obviously that does play a part in those decisions. So yeah, anyway, I will see you once I get back to the Horsey. Alright, we're back. So we've got more to do next episode with 32 minutes. So yeah, we're definitely at the end of this episode. And thank you very much for watching, guys. We have achieved some stuff. Not a huge amount, but we've achieved stuff, which is good. Stuff is always good. I've been collecting eggs because chickens we probably want to be getting into at some point and having like a chicken farm. I probably need to set that lot of chicken cooking though, and I am running out of stuff at the moment. So yeah, space, that's the word I was looking for. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.